welcome to another episode of Scott Reads Comics. Today, I'll be covering The New Mutants, issues 5 and 6, published in 1983 by Marvel Comics. I bought these issues off the rack in 1983 as a 13-year-old, or maybe I was 12. My birthday's in November, so it would depend on when they were released. I think I was 12 at the time, based on these pub dates, because you can subtract 3 months from each of those. These were tremendous as a kid, getting into the X-Men, having already discovered them through reading comics at the barbershop and getting coverless comics in Whitman sampler bags and things like that. It was really awesome to get in on the ground floor of this title. And these are two of my favorite issues in the early run of New Mutants. Really great. So I'm going to go through issue 5 and then go through issue 6. I'm not going to read every word, but we're going to get a good sense of just what makes these issues so cool. I love this cover by Armando Gil on issue 5. Really nice. What a great artist Armando Gil was at this time. Just awesome. One of the best inkers for Michael Golden, for my money. And a talented artist on his own, as we can see here. Love this corner box with the Bob McLeod heads for the characters. Cannonball, Karma, Wolfsbane, Sunspot, and Mirage. And great splash page. Title is Heroes. Chris Claremont writer, Sal Buscema penciler, Bob McLeod finisher, Tom Warzachowski letterer, Glynis Wein colorist, Louise Jones editor, Jim Shooter chief, created by Chris Claremont and Bob McLeod. Love this picture here of Jean Grey, really cool. Xavier is hit by some kind of mental probe that knocks him out. And it'll be revealed later who's behind this, and it's kind of a ghost from Xavier's past. And we're going to ruminate on that, and then we're going to see our main characters here. They're in good hands, Charles, Lander tells him. Stevie Hunter is with them. It's you I'm concerned about. So here we see the New Mutants are at a carnival. This treat, their trip to the fair, is well deserved, and Xavier's students make the most of it. So really cool. They get to go up in a biplane. I love this little montage sequence here, very neat, with it's sort of an open panel, but telling the story very well using sort of multiple scenes. I love the look of these characters too. And out here we see Team America, who Claremont is able to sort of brilliantly tie Team America in with his X titles. Really cool. And of course, Roberto loves them. And he has a immediate rivalry with Wolf, who's very acerbic, and Roberto doesn't take kindly to that. Sal's such a master layout artist too. These look so good, and we can see the villain of our piece here viewing the situation from afar. But we must make do with what we have. Notify all units, Kenichio. The mission proceeds as planned, and remind them in no uncertain terms, I want our targets alive. So Team America is doing their thing, and then there's an attack. And we're going to see it's going to be Viper and the Silver Samurai, obviously, from the cover. No secrets there. And they have these goons. I do love the way that Sam's blasting power, Cannonball, is drawn. Originally developed by McLeod as the artist of the New Mutants graphic novel. Later refined here by Sal and other artists going through. And just really cool action sequences showing the New Mutants using their powers. And we're going to get some more. I love this transformation sequence here from Rain into her Wolfsbane identity. And Team America gets in on the action. Love Sunspot. Again, the visuals on the New Mutants always were very impressive to me. And they remain that way to this day, 30 years later, 40 years later. Roberto does his part in his super strong solar-powered persona as Sunspot. Like Wolf said, Reddy, who are these kids? Beats me, cowboy, but so long as they're on our side, I'm not complaining. And here we see in silhouette Silver Samurai and Viper. Perfect villains for the New Mutants because they're sort of low-powered villains, and the New Mutants are really not that powerful at this point. And they're a good matchup. And really cool here seeing the Silver Samurai taking out Karma. She's not able, she usually can take control of someone with her mind control abilities, but she is unable to here. His will is too strong. And he knocks Sam aside pretty easily. And takes care of Wolf from Team America. And then, awesome, the Marauder shows up. And there was always a big mystery in the Team America comic. Who is the Marauder? Then, seemingly out of nowhere, the roar of a massive, ultra-high performance engine heralds the arrival of the Dark Rider. Without hesitation, the bike heads straight for the samurai, who faces it with drawn sword. At the last moment, the samurai steps aside, slashing his energy blade across the front of the bike, cleaving the steel as easily as air. So really great here. And they have these teleport rings, do the Viper and Silver Samurai, so they use them to confound the New Mutants and get away. Oh, just such rich detail here, too. Bob McLeod is such a fantastic artist over Sal's pencils. And you'll see there is a definite difference. I like the art in issue 6, but the art in this issue is just better because of Bob McLeod. And here they have captured Mirage, Danny Moonstar. And they're trying to get her to evidence the same powers that Team America was. Because it turns out that Xavier defines Team America as kind of a gestalt mutant. In other words, they can combine their energies to create the essence of the Dark Rider. I call him the Marauder because I think that's what he was called as a toy. Because Team America was a toy title. So they can focus their essence into one of their members, and he has all the combined powers of the group. And here, Xavier is giving the team the rundown on Silver Samurai and Viper. Great way for exposition here using this computer screen. Really cool here. And Team America. Really great. They have some friction with the New Mutants because Xavier wants to start training Team America to use their mutant ability. Let's see here. Here is the explanation, which I always thought was cool. Team America is a projecting gestalt. In moments of extreme danger, any one of you can project the combined abilities of the team onto another, thereby creating the entity known as the Dark Rider. It is a form of possession wherein the host's consciousness is submerged beneath your group persona, such as happened today to Danielle Moonstar. We can handle ourselves, Gringo. We sure don't need any help from your nursery schools. Kids. Our friend may die because of you, pig. Do you not even care? So great here, Roberto uses his powers to slam the much larger wolf up against the wall. And this is great, too. I love the scale difference here in this panel. We ain't done, Shorty. You owe me for that cheap shot. Name the time and the place, Yankee. Really cool. And then now our next issue is Road Warrior. We're going to jump to that one real quick here. I love this ad. All the comics that month have this ad on the back, and so it's just have fond memories of it. Oh, and the Frogger ad too in the next one. So issue 6, we have a great opening. The New Mutants are trying to get some information, so they're going to go to Karma's corrupt uncle, who is he was a general, I think, in the South Vietnamese army, but now he's made himself a fortune as a criminal. And they think they're going to intimidate him, but he realizes that they're not going to go through with killing him. So he then seizes the upper hand in the negotiations. So she agrees to work for her uncle in exchange for the information they need. And we have a little sequence here of Team America training under Professor Xavier to use their abilities. And of course, Xavier is straining himself. And Lilandra's worried about him. And here, Danny Moonstar still captive. Oh, real quick, I should revisit the artwork here. So Chris Claremont's still the writer, Sal Buscema, penciler. And so we have Armando Gil and John Tartag are the finishers. This is a great Bob McLeod cover, by the way. Look at that. That's incredible. And I love the change in the corner box here. Really cool. So they talk here about Wolverine because Kenichiro Harada is related to Wolverine's fiance Mariko Yoshida, and Silver Samurai basically wants Mariko's empire, her criminal empire that she inherited from her evil father Shingen. So he sees Wolverine as a rival, and that's going to play out in shortly after this in X-Men 172, 173, and 174. So there was some real solid storytelling going on between these two books at this time period. It was a great time to be an X fan because Paul Smith was doing those X-Men too. So we just had really solid creative teams on these books led by Claremont's excellent writing. I love AIM gets involved. So we have Team America is going to raid this AIM facility, this AIM facility. At the same time, the New Mutants are going to try to rescue Danny Moonstar from Viper and Silver Samurai. And here, Xavier and Lilandra are being attacked again by the mysterious mental assault of an evil mutant. We don't know the identity of them. We won't know for a long time after this. Like this mystery, this subplot's going to lay fallow for months and months until it pays off later on. But in the meantime, that same being now visits Karma and attacks her. And she's the leader of the New Mutants because she's the oldest and the most experienced and has seen the most action. So the end of this issue is going to have a tragedy. Oh, I love this. Like his namesake, Cannonball plows through the barracks, shattering the buildings and scattering its occupants, while Sunspot uses his phenomenal strength, derived from solar energy, to equally good effects. These are just such solid layouts on this story, really good. I love the scale difference here too between Silver Samurai and the much smaller Danny Moonstar. We can see she finds that Samurai has taken Rain out, Wolfsbane. We can see she's badly cut. That happened off panel. Love that ad too with Wolverine, really great. We go back to northern Mexico and Team America taking on AIM. Really cool. Now back to Viper's HQ. Awesome here. Your mind phantoms cannot save you, witch child. No problem, big fella, I'll do it. I figure you owe me a rematch for our little scrap back in New York. This is as good a time as any. I hope the landing hurts, Samurai. There's more like it to come. Approach me then, boy, if you dare. so that my energy blade may swiftly send you to join your misbegotten ancestors. Stay back, Sam. The next round is mine. What a blow. I felt it even through my armor. I cannot withstand yet another. My primary responsibility is the Viper. Once I have determined she is all right, I will dispose of these upstart children. So again, he uses the teleportation ring, gets away. And meanwhile, Viper and Karma are in a mental battle, which is really greatly shown here with this effect, this colored effect. And Samurai distracts her. Karma takes control of Viper. Samurai takes her out, and they both get away. So we're going to flip back to Big Sur, which is where Viper's base was. The New Mutants are celebrating because they rescued Danny Moonstar. So this is cool here. Here it's sort of suggested that Rain has some kind of healing factor. Rain, she's hurt. The samurai cut her. The wound was pretty nasty, but it's healing like wildfire. I think she'll be fine. So before they can celebrate too much, a tragedy occurs. This mysterious being mentally assaults Karma again. She's overwhelmed, and then from miles away from the safety of their yacht, Samurai blows up the base. And we're left with a really cool cliffhanger. No, my mind link with the New Mutants has been severed. That last instant I perceived sudden surprise, terror, pain, then nothing, oblivion. Hurry, Lil, hurry. Get us to California as fast as possible. I fear something terrible has happened. And then the next issue is Flying Down to Rio, which is another fun issue too. Very cool. So yeah, these are really great, formative issues for me as an X fan, as a Claremont fan. Super solid New Mutant stuff. And I know I say it a lot on this channel. You can find these issues in dollar bins here in the Pittsburgh area, and I'm sure elsewhere in the country too. For whatever reason, they're there, and they're generally in nice shape. So if you come across them, I encourage you to snap them up. You won't be disappointed. There's also a really great Epic collection collecting these stories, and that's worth getting too. I'm tempted to get it myself, even though I have most of the issues. But New Mutants, well worth your time. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. I'll bring you more soon on Scott Reads Comics. Thanks for watching.